and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. So it feels like forever since I last filmed a sit down video, just because the last one I filmed was about 2-3 weeks ago before I went away to Disneyland. So I hope you've all enjoyed the vlog. It was so much fun, had such a good time, even if it was like really dramatic beforehand. So I'm really glad to be here again, sat down filming some sit down videos, because I've missed doing my Law of Attraction videos, and it is Spiritual Book Club March today. So although I made a real big conscious effort this month to sit down and read more books and actually complete the list I set out last time, because I'm pretty bad for this, I won't lie, I did find some real good opportunities to really sit down and read, and some new books as well. So I've now put myself on a book buying ban because I've just bought too many the last few months. Like, I keep buying new books, I've run out of bookcase space, and I'm like, hang on a minute, I'm not reading the books I'm buying because I'm buying new ones and then forgetting about the ones I've already bought. So from now on, I'm focusing on reading all of the books I currently have before I buy any others. Will I stick to that? Who knows? So my first book I wanted to read throughout March was Manifesting with Angels by Charles Virtue. So like I said, this book literally flew out me at WH Smith. It flew out the shelf and I was like, oh, okay, I'm guessing I'm buying that book. So I've given it a read. I'm about 3/4 of the way through so far, so I've made really good progress, which I'm proud of. But it's just a fantastic book. One for like general law of attraction knowledge. Like, there's a lot of basics in there, which is good because it kind of like refreshes your memory and you kind of remember things. You're like, oh yeah, I really do need to let go, and oh yeah, I really do need to trust divine timing. I loved the affirmations in this book actually, because one of the examples was about being a published author. So it really helped me especially to like get into that mind frame, like complete my Hay House proposal I sent off, which has been sent off now, and yeah, it's just a fantastic book to really like connect with your angels, find your purpose. I would say a really good all-round law of attraction book. I know it says like manifesting with the angels, and the angels are definitely incorporated into it, but it's just a real good all-round law of attraction book. And yeah, I definitely think it's like helped to raise my vibration. It's really helped to remind me of the simple things, like some of the basics that we forget in law of attraction, because there is just like so much to take in and remember, and you kind of go back and you're like, oh my god, yeah, like I used to do this and now I don't. So it was fantastic. Like, I really thoroughly enjoyed reading this book, and like I said, I've got a little bit left to read, so loving it. Highly recommend, as you know, for all stages of like expertise, beginners, or you know, if you've been doing it a long time like I have. Like, I think you can all benefit from just, you know, those gentle reminders that our angels are there, that we can use like so many different universal forces to manifest, and you know, just some, and give you some just fresh insights on how to manifest as well. So highly recommend this book. My next book to read in March was You Do You by Sarah Knight. So I had previously purchased Sarah's other books, which was The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck and Get Your Shit Together, I think it was. So all the swear words. So this one surprisingly doesn't have a swear word in the title. Like I said, I picked this up on the way to Lisbon in the airport. Just wanted like a kind of like aeroplane read and holiday read, but then never actually had time to read it on holiday. So this month I was like, I'm finishing this. So it's not a spiritual book at all, like at all. There's some references like here and there, but Sarah takes like a real like normal approach to things, but word things so well. So there's a lot about comparison in here, which has really helped me. There's a lot about even just finding like great ways to like change your thinking and to really work on your self-love and to really build yourself up. So this is a great book for self-love. So good. And although it's not spiritual, and although it's not law of attraction, even I've learned so many great ways to like look at things and how to appreciate myself more, and to really just own my shit. Like, I love Sarah's writing. It's just so blunt, so to the point, and so just like, I don't give a fuck, like do this, do that. And that's what I love. Someone who's just like fearlessly and authentically themselves, because that comes through to the reader. So I have really enjoyed reading this. I've probably got, I think I've got like another 30 pages to read. I haven't finished it yet, but there's so many good like tips and exercises in there, and like there's some great like analogies which really make you think like, oh my god, I really need to work on my self-love, like I could be doing so much more. So yeah, for someone who's maybe not so much like into the spiritual side of stuff, or just wants like something a bit more light-hearted, this is a really good book, and her other books are fantastic as well. Then lastly in March, I picked up some new books from the works. I've still left the stickers on. Reminds me of the price then if I do that. So these were £12.99 down to £3, and I got one on spirit guides and one on sixth sense. So the reason why I felt drawn to these was obviously I've like never seen a book on spirit guides before, so I was like, hello, like come at me. So I really enjoyed reading the spirit guides one. I think I connected to that book more because it just gave you such a great history of spirit guides. Like, we know what they are, we know what they do, and obviously like everyone's unique in how they connect to their spirit guides and who their spirit guides actually are. It was actually really intriguing to read the history and to kind of read like the messages behind spirit guides, how they appear to us, why they appear to us, and who they are, you know. And it explains something which I've been told before, that one of my spirit guides, which is like a big Indian chief, I was actually in a past life. So it explained how you can actually be your spirit guides in past lives, and you know, how they go from realm to realm and different like alternate universes. I mean, it opens your mind, certainly. And I really enjoyed just like delving into spirit guides more, learning more. So if you're like intrigued by spirit guides like I am, this is such a good book, and you can pick it up from the works. It is by Teresa Mori. So yeah, really good book, really enjoyed it. And yeah, it's just a really good information book about how you can connect to your spirit guides, how to invite them in, the history of them, like how throughout history spirit guides have been portrayed, like in the Egyptian times and stuff like that. So really, really interesting. And yeah, I think it's just helped develop my knowledge a bit more on learning about spirit guides. The Sixth Sense book, like I said, I enjoyed reading it, I just didn't kind of like connect to it enough. It is all about like psychic ability and like intuition and different ways you can like predict the future. So it was like really intriguing to find out about like tea leaf readings and all the different ways that you can use water to predict stuff. Like, it was really, really interesting to read like all the different ways like you can try at home, and they gave you like things to try, explanations on like how you can do it yourself, and like how to develop your intuition, how to test your intuition, how to test your psychic abilities. So yeah, I would say it was a really good book, but I think because I'd kind of like researched into it before, I kind of knew a lot of the things, whereas like to someone who probably doesn't know anything about like sixth sense and psychic ability, like this book would probably be really, really useful to you. So I think because I knew a little bit anyway, like I didn't necessarily find it life-changing or like, you know, like masses of information like the spirit guides book. But yeah, still really, really good books, and the works keep on bringing in your spiritual books because I'm buying them all and they are so good, so affordable, and I'm just learning so much. So keeping up the works. So that's all of the books that I've been reading in March. So the books I plan to read in April is one I picked up from Smith's a couple of months ago actually. It just really appealed to me. I don't know why. I don't know, I was just like, I need to buy this book. So it's from Doreen Virtue, and it's called Divine Magic, The 7 Sacred Secrets of Manifestation. So I'm just really excited to read this. I read the blurb a bit, and it just, there's some like really good tips in there, and they talk about a lot of the like famous processes and like theories over the years that have come from the law of attraction and how you can use them. And it also says there's a free audio download, so I'm pretty sure this is probably like the Louise Hay book I got, Mirror Work, where there's like free meditations or free stuff you can listen to on the Hay House website. So I'm excited for this one. It's quite a short book as well, so hopefully I will read it all. Then the other book I plan to read in April is another one I bought from the works. It is called Live Better by Sophie Golding, a book of spiritual guidance. Now, I shan't lie, I bought this book because inside it is freaking Instagrammable, and I was like, for £3, this is so worth it. So I've been taking loads of pictures of this book, but I've never actually picked it up and read it. So I'm really excited to kind of just delve into it and see what Sophie has to say about spirituality. But you can see, just look at this, how Instagrammable it is. You can see why I picked this book. So yeah, I'm really excited to just have a read of it and see what I can learn from this book, because although I like read so many spiritual books, each book has like a different take on things. You learn new things and there's new techniques in there. So it's all about constantly like evolving and learning and educating yourself. So yeah, really excited to read these two books. So thank you so much for watching my Spiritual Book Club March video. I hope it's all given you some great books to go and have a look at, and as always, please do recommend your book recommendations to me in the comments below. And all the books I've mentioned will also be linked in the description box down below for you to go and check out if you wish to. And let me know if you're reading them as well, because then we can all comment about how we're getting on. So thank you for watching my video. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. And I will see you in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love, guys.